So we're picking up with this number 2. This gives you that the radius is 8.594. So we'll take it out as much as we can. That goes here, 8.594. Now what we have is a right triangle where we can get the height of this. We know h squared plus 8.594 squared equals 9 squared. So let's solve that for what h is. H is 2.68, and then we can use that for our volume. So we've got 1/3 times pi times the radius, which is 8.594 to the best of our ability, getting that, times 2.68. So this is going to be approximately, we type all that in, it says to the nearest tenth, and we get 207.1 feet cubed. Find the volume of a square base pyramid with a base perimeter of 24 and a slant height of 8. So we got a square base. All four are congruent. Extend to a point. So I put a point up here. Now I've got the altitude here. And then I got a slant height here. It says that the slant height is 8 centimeters. Perimeter is 24. So knowing that the perimeter is 24 for the base, I can figure out what the side length is because I know 4s is equal to 24. So s must equal 6. So each of the side lengths are 6 centimeters. And if that's 6, then this is 3 because that's half. And I can get what the height is because the height squared plus 3 squared is equal to 8 squared. And then I get that h is approximately, because I'm going to take this, it doesn't say to round, but we're going to round to the 7.4161. That's our height. So the volume is 1/3. Area of the base shape, which is 6 squared, times the height, which is about 7.4161, which gives you volume is approximately 89 centimeters cubed. Okay, let's go to the next one. We've got a sphere. If you look at your state reference sheet, you'll see that the volume for a sphere is 4/3 pi radius cubed. That's a little different. Here we've got the diameter is 22, so the radius is going to be 11. So the volume is 4/3 pi 11 cubed, which gives you about 5575.3 inches cubed. Given the volume of a sphere is 18,432 pi inches cubed, find the length of the diameter. Now that is equal to the formula for a sphere, which is 4/3 pi radius cubed. So essentially we set it equal to the formula, and now we solve this for radius. Noticing that I have pi on both sides, I can divide both sides by pi, and I get 18,432 equals 4/3 r cubed. Now you can take the next step into 2 steps or 1 and multiply both sides by 3 and then divide by 4, or you can take each side and multiply by 3/4. The 3's cancel, the 4's cancel, and this is 3 times 18,432, and then that answer divided by 4, which gives you 13 824 equals radius cubed. So the next step here is we've got radius cubed. To get radius, we've got to take the cube root. Now this is found on your calculator. If you go into the math button on the far left, you'll see the cube root is number 4. So math is underneath the alpha button. Press math and then number 4 and you get the cube root. And when you type that in, you get 24 equals the radius. So that's the radius. To get the diameter, we got to double that. So the diameter is going to be 24 times 2, which is 48 inches. And that's the answer to this question. Find the volume of the composite shape. Well, the first thing you need to do is decide what two shapes you've got. And you've got the rectangular pyramid here, rectangular prism at the base. So let's do the volume of the prism would just be length times width times height. So 14 times 12 times 6. And that gives you 1,008 inches cubed. Now I'm going to hold on to that because I need to add the volume of the pyramid. And to get the volume of the pyramid, we need to calculate this height, which we don't know. We've got the slant height of 11, but what we do know is this length here is half of this length, which is 14. So that's 7. So if I do 7 squared plus h squared equals 11 squared, I get that x or h is square root of 72, which I'm just going to leave it as square root of 72. That's my height of the pyramid. The area of the base shape is going to be 1/3 times 14 times 12 times the height, which is square root of 72. And if I type all that in, I get about 475.1757. And then I add that to the 1,008, and I get that my volume is 1,483.2 inches cubed. About. And that's all for this lesson. Thanks.